Okay, here we go. Now we're into the teacher portion of this. And this is the part of the podcast that's going to cost me time and money. But I'm going to make this happen. All right. From a public high school. Wait a minute. Teacher in LA and son of a banker. You son of a banker. All right. Hey, Billy Beantown Buckner. Billy Beantown Buckner. I'm a history teacher in LA and a big fan of your stand-up and the podcast. You mentioned your desire to donate supplies to underfunded teachers directly who actually need the help instead of one of these, quote, education funds. I'm lucky enough to teach at a school where the basic supplies are easily met, but my professor from the teaching education program I attended works directly with the most underprivileged communities in Los Angeles. These are the schools and communities that never make the news, and the smallest donation goes farther there than anywhere else. All right, these are the people I want to help. All right, I would be more than happy to put you in touch. This man's passion is completely unmatched when it comes for helping understanding these schools and communities. For what you described wanting to achieve on your podcast, and this man can make it happen and quickly, especially as schools start back this week. Nice. All right. Okay, I guess I got the email and everything. Finally, I've introduced my dad, a retired 57-year-old trader at Wachovia/Wells Fargo, to your podcast, and he loves it. He actually agrees with many of your complaints about the banks and the 2008-2009 crash. If you had interest in talking with and interrogating a banker, he has plenty of time on his hands to answer any questions. Finally, your relationship/dating advice for young men is very practical and helpful. After recently having a friends with benefits situation end exactly how you predicted in many advice segments, I had to restrain myself from laughing during the middle of her meltdown. I stayed calm while she kept trying to escalate, and I wouldn't bite. I would have taken the bait without your help, so thank you. All the best, and if any of these contacts would be helpful, please reach out. You're the man, and go fuck yourself. Oh, no, I absolutely would do this. This is the way to help people. Get directly in contact. All right. From a public high school in L.A. Yo, Billy, thanks for putting the call out for teachers and for the willingness to help out those that do public service in the classroom. I've taught in South Central L.A. for over 12 years now and have had a fair share of coworker benefits from the funded teacher websites that have gotten some attention lately. While I don't have any sort of wish list, Jesus Christ, people, I'm trying to be Santa Claus here. Nobody's telling me what they want. Of materials that I need funding help with, my point of writing was just to highlight what some of your other listeners might not realize when it comes to public education, particularly in the inner city. I have personally moved classrooms for the past 6 years in a row and had to substitute for myself for almost 3 damn years during the financial... Wait, I've personally moved classrooms for the past 6 years in a row? What does that mean, move them? And had to substitute, that's in quote, for myself for almost 3 damn years during the financial woes of around 2009 that stripped hard-earned teachers' credentials from over 5,000 teachers in L.A. My point is not to bitch about the situation, but these are the realities that many of my colleagues have gone through. And when we're faced with teaching 6 classes of about 39 students per class, oh, that's what you're saying. It's easy to become cynical and treat the profession as just a job. Dude, if you're going to invest in anything, they're with your kids 6 hours a day, you know, and it's a free education. Like, this is something that I could really get behind as far as everybody's trying to start something that we help out these things before every poor bastard has to send their kid to private school. And it's like your kid goes to college from age 3 until 22. Anyways, anytime I have a conversation with anyone, even thinking about becoming a teacher, my advice is don't do it. It takes a lot out of you emotionally, psychologically, financially, and staying single as far as relationships and determined to become a more effective educator have been my drives, especially since I started coaching kids to run the LA Marathon about 8 years ago. In my experience, very few teachers have created the necessary resilience and testicular fortitude to stomach the politics of the job while truly finding joy in building positive relationships with young adults that we teach in rough areas of the city, while most other teachers just seem to treat kids like cogs in a wheel. but that may be the result of those teachers having been treated negatively because of the politics of the profession. Anyway, I don't want to discourage anyone from helping out any teachers personally or through websites, but for anyone that is going to do that, please do society a solid and do a little bit of homework, pun intended, and realize that this is putting a Band-Aid on a systematic form of cancer. And at least as far as Los Angeles' unified school district, as long as we have a board of education that elects an investment banker to be superintendent, yes, the current superintendent is an investment banker with zero education experience. Well, how the fuck did that happen? Problems such as lack of funding, overcrowding in a classroom, and 750 students to one counselor will persist. To survive, we need laughs, so keep telling jokes and doing what you do. Pro-education, yet anti-schooling. Well, wait a minute. Well, what the fuck can I do to help out? I don't know what to do here. All right, with that first person, gave me an email to do something. Or whatever. I'll just try to get involved, and then I'll figure it out from then. And then I'll pass the information on to you guys, and hopefully you guys will do the same. How about that? All right. Los Angeles teacher, Billy Lovedoer. I'm an aspiring screenwriter/actor, and I currently teach math and history. I'm not going to say where. We teach 6th to 12th grade in a building. I'm not going to say where. Students don't write anymore because they're so used to typing and texting, so they never have paper and pencil. And since I think writing is vital, I make them do it every chance I get, but they always look at me in shock when I tell them to get out some paper and a pencil. So a tall stack of paper and a deep bin of pencils would go a long way. All right, where should I send it? Also, maybe you could come wearing a Do What You Love t-shirt. I hope you're making fun of that. Do what you love. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot I joked about that on the podcast. I got into medical school 5 years ago after I finished college, but I read Hemingway and realized that my dream was to become a writer, so here I am. It's been 4 years in L.A. I've written 4 screenplays, had a handful of agents, managers, and all the rest of ups and downs that come with the pursuit, but still I believe, work, and fight. And it's hard, but deep down, I try to remember it's worth it. Oh, yeah. Well, the fact that you've had any sort of bites at this point, that's all good. It's like Columbus sailing over. He saw tree branches before he saw land. And just don't do what he did when he got to the land, according to some people. All right, the point I'm making is that the one thing I try to teach my students, if nothing else, is that the world doesn't give you a damn thing either way. But if you find something you love that you can do every day, work hard and forget all the rest. In the end, you'll be happy. Isn't that the truth? But it's hard to me inspire them considering my current progress. But if you come in and preach the same, I think it'd be a beautiful thing. All right, so you want paper, pencils, and preaching? Are they, these 6th to 12th grade, are they even going to know who the hell I am? This old bald guy coming in with paper and pencil? Why don't I just come in with a butter churner? Oh, I'm going to teach you how to be happy. I'll definitely give you the paper and the pencils. And if you set up some way where I can talk to them, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Why wouldn't I do that? I'm living a great life here. Jesus Christ, there's a zillion of these fucking emails. Teacher in need of help. My name is Catherine. Oh, I can't say her whole name. I'm a teacher in blah, blah, blah. In blah, blah, blah. My husband is in blah, 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 blah. It's complicated. Currently, I use a free math curriculum that has very few activities and not many rigorous problems. I found a very useful resource online that made by teachers for teachers. Unfortunately, their work isn't free. This is the link. If you could help, it would be fantastic. Well, what is this? Well, let me click on the link. Go to the page. Okay, 8th grade math curriculum activity bundles. Okay, what am I buying here? It says it's a $400 bundle. Subject math, grade levels 8. I don't know what this is. Hang on a second. Did I skip something? Husband, blah, 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 is a huge fan of the podcast. One time he was telling me about what was going on about you being unable to help teachers. My husband told me to contact you in hopes that you might be able to help out directly. Currently, I use a free math curriculum that has very few activities and not many rigorous problems. I found very useful resources online that was made by teachers for teachers. Unfortunately, their work isn't free. Oh, so how do I do? Well, so I buy this, and how do I gift it to you? I'll figure this out. All right. How many more are these? There's 3 more. Can you guys hang in there with this?